Hello, people on the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are kind of playing catch up a little bit. I've got some time this afternoon to go through and spend some time on some albums that I've been meaning to check out. So, I know this one is also a week late. I say almost about a week late, mainly because just finished listening to Onyu's Circle album, which also dropped around the same time. But Minhyun's Truth or Lie EP. Been meaning to get around to this because I tremendously enjoyed the title track Hidden Side. And the song has 5 other B-sides to check out, so jump right into it. And if you want to skip ahead to a certain song, a timeline is going to be chaptered based on what song we're listening to, so you can refer to that anytime you'd like. Also, I have no idea if this is going to make it onto YouTube because Content ID and album listens are usually in favor of YouTube and the copyright system, so high chance that this might not be on YouTube. If that's the case, unfortunately, you can't really implement timestamps into the timeline over on pCloud. I'll try and figure out a way to timestamp things in another way. Maybe it's a note or something like that, but won't know until I upload it. Just kind of unfortunate, but we've got music to check out. So we've got, actually, let me pull up the Spotify real quick. We've got Honest. We're going to skip Hidden Side because we've already seen it and heard it. And then we've got Crossword, Perfect Type, Smile, and Cube. Perfect. 5 songs. Should be a whole experience. This will be my first foray into Minhyun's music and voice properly. So this was tremendously exciting for me. But let's just check it out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's this nice high chest voice. I made a comment about it on the Hidden Side video, and somebody in the comments explained it to me. I forget what it actually said, but my bad. My memory isn't great sometimes. It's such a nice calming voice that he has, though. But I love how gentle this song is, and it's so isolated because it's just the vocalist and the one piano. Such a gentle voice. I can't quite tell if this song is a triple meter or if it's just using a lot of threes, but it's four bass. Regardless, it's super pretty. They were building instrumentals a little bit there until now. There we go. The instruments are building again, because now we're getting a guitar. Oh my goodness. What a pretty way to bring in the ooh-ahs. And a cello? Oh, interesting way to end the song with a dissonant note at the end there. Okay. Oh, oh, that song's made me all feel nice and warm and cozy inside. Oh my. It's this was kind of the same way with Onu's album earlier today, but there's something for me that's just inherently like personal and intimate about when a singer is just singing with like one or two instruments. Like when it's a singer and like a very clear acoustic guitar or like a simple piano where it just sounds like it's a microphone set up next to whatever instrument they're playing, and it's just like the performer playing the instrument and singing at the same time, and just like whether it be on a stage on a lonesome, just like on the park bench, on a picnic blanket in the woods, whatever it might be, just the close knit like personalness of a soloist with one singular instrument just gives me chills. It's so specific, but it doesn't really matter the song or the performer. If it's the soloist with one singular instrument, it's going to give me all of the good feelings. Honest is no exception. That was so pretty. What a way to start the album. Really interesting way to start the album, considering the next song on the album would have been Hid Inside, and that is a stylistically very different song. Very mature, very almost like sensual, but very mature, like spy film, bank heist, casino heist, magic trick thing. Like, I love the MV, I love the song. But then we go into Crossword. A little bit more lighthearted. I love the percussion line. It's kind of tropical. Not so much anymore. Oh, the energy is still here. Okay. The Mummy Ganondero line, really beautiful delivery with the high voice. I love this percussion line in the background. It genuinely does give it like a really tropical vibe, or like a summery vibe. The little bongos and the little like shakers. Super clean acoustic guitar. And I love his like head voice, his low head voice especially. There's a very distinct little like huskiness to it, and I think it's super pretty. Yeah, the highlight Noe Mami Ganondero line is executed so brilliantly. It's so pretty. Getting a little bit spicy with the vocals on the bridge. Yeah, I love that. It's so bright compared to Honest and to Hidden Side as well. If you kind of like take that into consideration as well, but it's really bright. If it's not quite tropical summery, but it's got enough of a callback to like that tropical vibe to where it kind of makes you like it feels like it wouldn't be really out of place on like a beachfront resort, like little cabana. You can just like sit at the bar, this going in the background. You have a nice warm breeze, nice bright sun, nice cocktail on the counter, kind of like that vibe. I really like that. That was really cool. I'm vibing with this album so far. Oh my goodness, it took me so long to try and find the dominant beat of that phrase. But we're starting with kind of a dirty bass, okay. Hit Inside Part 2, kind of, maybe? It kind of does feel like Hit Inside Part 2. Oh, this is different. Showing off the range one time with this song. Oh yeah, flex the range one time, Minhyun. Such an interesting chromatic ascent in the pre-chorus there, and then it goes with this super funky chorus. With this like nice strutting bass line in the background. A late rap verse. I feel like more artists are doing this recently. I'm kind of vibing with it. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I didn't think we would go back to that kind of like clubby but also funky beat that we got from Hidden Side. Perfect Type isn't exactly like a one for one replica in terms of song style, but it's very similar. Admittedly, I think this one is a little bit. I think this one's got a lot going on with it. Essentially, this song is 2 minutes and 40 seconds of Minhyun flexing his range because he did everything, like the low vocals, the high vocals, the little floaty vocals, got the little soulful vocals with the nice little vocal runs in there, nice airy head voice, a nice powerful chest voice. You got a little bit of rapping Minhyun in there as well. Just you got a little slice of the entire pie with that song. Very cool. I think especially too that this song is gonna be a really good indicator of what Minhyun can do. Not like he's like this fresh industry rookie or anything. Like, I mean, he was a newest for 10 years, so it's not like people don't know of him. But essentially, if you wanted to show someone like in one song the full capability of Minhyun and his vocals, Perfect Type is kind of like it's kind of like his skill set's album sampler in a way. I think that's super cool. Because, like, yes, this is his solo debut. Yes, he's been a professional artist for over 10 years. But it's still showing people that, hey, I might have been part of this bigger group called Newest, and I might be on my own now. But if you want to see what I can do, I'll show you in one go, in one take. And that's perfect type. That's so cool. Alright, last song on the album? No, Smile and then Cube. 2 more songs to go.
Tonight, 삐딱선 날 따라가 멋대로 그려 말라.
Interesting big brass element to this song.
Just drive 목적지 없이 도로 위로 훌쩍 떠나 도착해 my paradise. 매일 듣던 세상 얘긴 귀를 닫고서 답답했던 질문의 끝을 찾아가. Smile for me while solo 손은 들며 한가 낯선 걸음이
Oh, very interesting.
정해진 건 하나도 없어.
Going for that lounge jazz meets big band vibes.
So what the trip away. 무거운 짐은 던져 오늘 기분은 내 지도가 내 느긋하게
Now, interesting that they've decided to omit the typical 808s for a song like this with the with the heaviest of low-end breaths.
멈추지 마 이대로. 매일 듣던
Yeah, but the entire song does give off the vibes of it being like 1940s
질문의 끝을 찾아가.
or like a modern interpretation of like a 1930s 40s track.
낯선 걸음이 이끄는데
It's the swing vibe
정해진 건 하나도 없어. 발자국
with the just classic brass elements of the song. That's like very similar to what big band music would have been like back in the day. But the song also flows like a really good lounge jazz song.
난 정답은 몰라. 아무려 못해. 수없이 펼쳐진 이 불빛을 봐. 내가 원하면 어떤 곳이든 So now Smile for me while solo 서두를 거 없어. 지금 따윈 벗어 던지고서 나만이 아는 이곳에서 발자국 가득 남겨. So what the life's so plain.
Ooh, okay. This one, I'd be interested to know what people think of this one. Because the thing with lounge jazz type music or like big band type music is it is a very polarizing genre of music, especially for people who are like primarily based within like the pop scene, because it is a very old form of music. Like lounge jazz type music typically gets associated with like speakeasies and like post World War II, pre World War II, like that type of era. And admittedly, that was like the boom of this type of music. But a lot of people that I know with like primarily with music taste based around like this current generation of music do not particularly have or look fondly upon this type of music. Minhyun with Smile really incorporated like the raw elements of big band and lounge jazz music and gave it like a little modern twist to it. Like there are some modern elements of it, but the pacing of the song, the feel of the song, the way it kind of makes you just swing and snap, just swing and snap, the really nice brass all throughout the song, replacing the typical 808 with like tuba and like low trombone. Admittedly, it's probably based off a synthesizer instrument sample, but placing a typical 808 with a brass bass instrument, having little high end brass throughout the chorus, bringing a little bit of string, nice little like string runs here and there. Just the overall vibe of this song encapsulates all of the key points from like the Americana like jazzy lounge type music from the first half of the 20th century, and I think that's so cool because not many people can pull it off. Like Umbi's Door was also very like big band type. There's one more that I can't remember the name of. But big brass and like lounge jazz is a super cool. Oh, Yuhyun Solo from Apocalypse Save Us. Very similar vibes, you know, that kind of like retro feel to it. Very cool. I love this stuff. Probably because I grew up around this type of music. Also like played a little bit of it in like pit. But I love this stuff. That was really cool. Now we're on the final song, Cube. All right. Whoa, starting off with the high vocals. There's something entrancing about this song. It's like oh, this was not the direction I thought this song was gonna go. I'm not mad at it though. Yeah, it's weird. It's like atmospheric, but also like almost hypnotizing. Haven't experienced a feeling like this in a song in a hot minute. That's kind of a dirty chorus drop, though, I'm not gonna lie. Interesting that they don't do it the second time either. That was a really nice bridge, and then they bring it back in with this. That's such a cool chorus. And it doesn't happen the second time through. and a bona fide outro to finish the song. Huh. This one's kind of making the musical gears turn a little bit in my brain, because I can't really process that. It's so strange. I'm like hypnotized by that song. I don't know what it is about it. I do quite like the tasteful vocal effects on it, like the little muffled effect it has throughout it, and the way that like the lyrics keep saying that like I'm stuck in a cube kind of, and they're like muffling his voice like he's stuck in a cube. I think that's a cool touch. Very nice continuity thing they've done there, but the song is so strange. I can't process it. I don't mean this in a bad way. I'm just there are times when my musical brain is challenged by a song in K-pop. I live for moments like that because it's making me think outside the box when it comes to how I approach the song. For reference, I grew up around classical music. So like I played I played in a string orchestra growing up. I played violin. I was in choir. I and like later on in life in like high school and stuff, I did pit for the school musical. We did combined orchestra. I did chamber choir. I did a cappella. So like a lot of my like early childhood and just like general upbringing revolved around classical bass music. So when you get modern stuff like this, where you can't really approach it with a classical mind, I live for stuff like this because it makes me think about it a different way, and it makes me learn something brand new. I don't know what it is about this song that has me in like a trance, but like I got quite literally lost in the sauce with this song, and I don't know why. The song's in triple meter. It's like the measures are broken down into four, but the beat itself is in triple meters. So three beats in a measure. It flows really nicely. That chorus swell is super pretty. I don't even know how to go about describing that. It's just, ooh, what an interesting way to end the album. Not a ballad either, because they started the album with the ballad, which I think of not many people will do. I've seen a couple of people start the album with a ballad, and I think it's a very interesting touch, especially how the rest of the album goes. I'm glad they didn't decide to bookend this album with ballads, and they kept this like very kind of in your face song in a way. At least the instrumental section for this song is very in your face. But I quite like that they ended the album with this. Because it's something really different from the rest of the album. Okay. Okay. Mr. Minhyun, you have me impressed. Oh, also to the commenter who said he really likes Hopapola and that he did a cover of Your Ocean, thank you for showing that to me. I went and checked it out. I watched it probably like 10 times over on repeat. I fell in love with it. I love that he sang in a different key as well. A key that really shows off his vocals, but ooh. Ooh. No, I would be very curious to like listen to what he's done in terms of OSTs. I know he was in Alchemy of Souls, right? Like he didn't just do the OST for it. He was actually an actor within the series, right? But I would like to hear what his OST contributions are like, because his voice sparkles differently on a ballad, and like with this album in general, like don't get me wrong, I love stuff like Perfect Type and Hidden Side, but I'm a sucker for a really good ballad, and his voice just suits a ballad so well that I'd be curious to hear what he sounds like on other ballads. But overall, tremendous fun to listen to that album. It's always interesting to get a new look into an artist I've never really heard before. And the fact that we got to learn it with a very fresh example, I think is super cool. We got lucky with the timing as well. But that's it for me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. No idea if this is going to pass Content ID. If it isn't, unfortunately, it's over on PCloud, and we tried our best. But if this is on YouTube and you want to see more channel icon, it is up there. You can find the back catalog of stuff I watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, bye bye.